Republican Congressman Leonard Lance of New Jersey, who last night hosted a very contentious town hall of his own. Isn't there something beautifully American about voters yelling at their elected representatives?
It happens all the time, and I believe in a beautiful America, Chris.
Do you enjoy them?
I enjoyed yesterday's town hall meeting. I so enjoyed it that I'm doing another one Saturday morning, Chris.
I want to show, just to give a flavor of what these look like for you. Here's someone sort of asking you about impeachment at a town hall. Take a listen.
Do you support impeachment?
Now is the time to put country before party.
I feel betrayed, all of us feel betrayed, because you have flip-flopped on your position on the environment. What is your position? Take a position.
What do you say to your colleagues who, or say your colleague Louis Gohmert, who said that it's, you know, there's a safety concern in having these? What do you think of that?
We had police presence last night, and we felt perfectly comfortable. Let me say that I don't advise other members of Congress as to what they should do in their districts, but I try to lead by example, Chris, and I've always had town hall meetings. I've had 40 of them. This is my 41st, and I will have my 42nd Saturday morning.
Are they affecting the way you think about the issues?
They certainly are making me examine the issues, and I want to hear from all constituents, not only Republicans and independents, but also Democrats. And at last night's town hall meeting, it was overwhelmingly Democratic members of the constituency I serve. And I tried to serve everybody, even those who may not have voted for me.
Let me ask you, you've been in Congress since 2009. How many times have you voted for Obamacare repeal?
Quite a few.
20, 30, somewhere around there?
I'm sure even more than that.
Are you guys going to repeal Obamacare?
I think we're going to repair it, and that is the word I use. I think we're going to retain the Medicaid expansion. I'm not sure it's going to be at 90% federal reimbursement.
Wait a second, though. You just told me 2 seconds ago you voted, you know, upwards 2-3 dozen times to repeal Obamacare.
Yes, that's correct.
Ran on repealing Obamacare. Paul Ryan has pledged to repeal Obamacare. Mitch McConnell's pledged to repeal Obamacare. Republicans have been telling the country for 8 years, we are going to repeal Obamacare. You're telling me they're not going to repeal Obamacare?
I have always run on repeal and replace. I never ran on repeal alone, and I have always indicated to my constituency that I do not favor the status quo that existed before Obamacare came into effect.
Then what is repair? Because I'm hearing repair now. We had repeal, then we had repeal and replace, and now we got repair. It's sort of parachuted into the discourse. That's different than repeal and replace, right? I mean, repair means keep the fundamental framework, as John Boehner said.
I think this is a matter of semantics, but I think repair is repeal and replace. It's not just repeal, it has to be replace as well. And it seems to me that we're going to try to keep the Medicaid expansion to the greatest extent possible. As you know, it's not nationwide.
What about things like getting rid of lifetime caps, people staying on their coverage till 26?
We favor having young people stay on parents' policies until they're
ban on pre-existing conditions.
Absolutely. And
okay, but how do you score that out? I mean, this is the thing I keep running into with every Republican I talk to. They say, yes, we're going to keep the popular parts, we're going to get rid of the unpopular parts, the parts we don't like. But those two things are linked in a deep policy way in terms of how the entire thing functions together.
That is why we want to make sure that people stay on policies, have the opportunity to have policies. And as you know, the market is collapsing, and insurance companies are leaving the market in the Obamacare exchanges.
Is that happening in New Jersey? It's collapsing? You would describe it as collapsing in New Jersey?
I would say that the alternative policies are quite limited, and they're not the numbers that there were. There were originally 5, and now I think there are 2 in the exchanges.
The president promised lower deductibles. Is that a promise you guys are going to keep?
Lower deductibles. I certainly hope they're lower than they are now. As you know, they have increased, and the average family has had policies increased by $5,000.
Can you promise that you'll deliver on lower deductibles for Americans?
I don't make promises that I can't keep, so we will see. But I certainly do not overpromise the way President Obama said that average family policies would decrease by $2,500.
Has this president overpromised?
He has said that he's going to replace it, and he has said it might take a year or into 2018. I think he's been very responsible in that regard.
All right.